Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a part two for the Kenneka Jenkins death. I want to tap in and see what was the temperature, what was the energy of what took place before she passed away. So, at the party specifically, most of you are aware that she was at the hotel. If you go back and watch part one, she was at a hotel where there was like a birthday party. A lot of people was present that she knew personally. So I want to see what was the energy surrounding her. So I have temperance. Things seem peaceful. Two of cups. Okay. King of swords. So it feels like things were going, smoothly. Um, she was connecting with someone, specifically a masculine presence. Okay, it feels like maybe she was focused on healing something with this masculine here. They might have had a couple of drinks together, but it doesn't seem like anything too overwhelming, in terms of like overindulgence. So this is in a reverse. It says, you make me lose my cool and I just don't know how to act in your presence. So with this coming out in a reverse, somebody who might have typically been off balance emotionally seemed to be just balanced, right? Things seem cool. Things seem peaceful. Um, Let me see. Page of Pentacles. She was connecting with friends. The world is in a reverse. Page of Swords is in a reverse. So there is someone that was around her who still had some issues with something from the past here. This is someone who's a gossiper. Page of Swords in reverse, bad news. Something from the past was still lingering at the party. Let's clarify. Oh, okay. Somebody was jealous, very jealous of her. Very jealous of her beauty, as well as like they felt like she had more, than them. Let me see. Page of Cups. Nine of Cups in a reverse. This was a friend. It feels like a longtime friend who was also very jealous of her as well. The Hangman in the reverse. Someone very stubborn. I feel like Kenneka was reconnecting with someone, though. A masculine presence. She was reconnecting with this person, someone who would generally have a bad temperament. Seemed like they was more calm that night. Okay. And there were other people around who was jealous of that as well. If you go back and look at part one, that I feel like that, let me see. I don't know if it's the same guy though, but there was a guy who she was dealing with that was being deceptive and actually plotting against her with the aunt. So I'm not sure if that night she was connecting with a different person and someone else, an outside person, was jealous of that connection that she had with this other person. Let me see. Ace of Cups in a reverse. Yeah, the Six of Wands. She received a lot of attention. I feel like someone was jealous because they missed out on their opportunity with her and was watching her maybe, again, connect with someone else. They seem to be on one accord, having a good time together, maybe talking, communicating a lot, a far more balanced connection. Okay. Celebratory energy, just balance here. She could have been very attracted to this person, but then we also have a King of Pentacles in a reverse. So we have a King of Wands in the upright and a King of Pentacles in a reverse. This is someone who's greedy and money hungry. I feel like she was connecting with someone who she had a spark with. She was single. Okay. The Fool is in a reverse. Somebody started to act a damn fool. I feel like it would be this King of Pentacles reverse. Somebody was jealous. King of Cups. It was definitely a masculine. We got all kings coming out here. King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles in a reverse. She got a lot of attention, but I feel like there was also jealous eyes on her. A lot of people who didn't like that she received so much attention. Four of Cups, because they just, I don't know, I feel like there was just people who didn't get much attention themselves. I feel like they was jealous of her beauty with the Nine of Pentacles. So she had jealous eyes on her. She also had eyes of admiration, as well as people who couldn't let go of their past connection, and that's why the World is in a reverse. So there's the High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles in a reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody was definitely thinking about money. It was very hush-hush. There's somebody, I feel like there was somebody around her who's also, they have spiritual practices that's of wickedness. Okay, this could be a very low vibrational high priestess that knew that this could end up being a money grab that was around her as well. Page of Wands in the reverse, that's bad news. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm telling you, somebody was only thinking about money and trying to get it in a very unfair, unjustified way. Stars in the reverse. Yes, somebody didn't like the spotlight that she received here. So a lot of this plotting against her dealt with just being jealous of the attention that she just naturally received because she was a beautiful girl. And, you know, I feel like there were other women around her that did not like that they did not receive that type of attention here. So this was a plan. It was planned out from the very beginning here. Six of Wands, Two of Wands. Six of Swords, Two of Wands, Page of Cups in a reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. You know, I just heard somebody put something in her drink. With that Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like somebody put something in her drink, because I don't feel that she would have naturally taken any additional substances. I don't see that. Somebody put something in her drink. The Sun is in the reverse. She didn't see it coming. Consider this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Nothing that's said here can be proven as factual, except in the spiritual realm, of course. And so let the highest form of righteous judgment be cast upon the heads of everyone that was involved in her death. Let justice be served for Kenneka. So, yeah, there's that high priestess again. Somebody, it's like they knew what was going to happen here and they planned it out very strategically here. Kenneka felt something though. Let me see, what does she feel as far as the temperature around her? What does she pick up concerning the people around her? What does she pick up on? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The Sun is in the reverse. The High Priestess yet again, very intuitive, temperance. She knew she had to stay balanced here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, because she knew that there was somebody around her, specifically a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, that was very jealous, very flashy, but they didn't have much. Like, this person was all about how people saw them, right? All about putting on a facade, like they had everything but really didn't have much. Kenneka felt like she had to just stay balanced, like she had to be kind of quiet and just keep the peace in a sense, especially around this particular person. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But she knew that somebody was very just unhappy and dissatisfied with life, but they tried to project a certain energy that was false based on like their clothes, you know, how they presented themselves. It wasn't real. The Strength card is here. So she knew she had to hold back. There's an Emperor in the reverse and a Page of Swords. Yeah, there's a female here that was very much so jealous of Kenneka. Gossiped about her a lot. Who is this Emperor in the reverse? Page of Cups in the reverse. She had to reject this person and hold herself back from a particular male that was there. This could have been an older male, but I feel like there was a female around that was very jealous that he was interested in Kenneka. So she felt like she had to kind of be silent in a sense and just maintain her peace, because she kind of knew that it could, I think she felt it could kick up some form of dust here. King of Wands in a reverse. Someone was very much so jealous. Yeah, there's that nervous card coming out again of someone losing their cool. Hangman in a reverse. Very stubborn energy. King of Cups. It's definitely something going on concerning a male presence where there was jealousy surrounding that situation. So I want to see, because I remember watching a clip where some of her friends claimed that Kenneka, you know, she was very intoxicated, right? They claimed that she was stumbling all over the place and that they got ready to leave and Kenneka left her phone in the room. So they decided to go back to the room. They told Kenneka, hey, wait over here in the corridor for us. You left your phone in the room, so we'll go back and get it for you, right? So they left her by herself in the corridor. That's what they claim. So I want to see what was happening around that moment, that very moment where these so-called friends left her in the corridor. The Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. The Four of Wands reversed. I got the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I mean, not Five of Wands, Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What is this Ten of Pentacles here? Hold on. Ten of Pentacles is the Devil in the reverse. I think they knew that she was not going to make it home that night. This Four of Wands in the reverse is an imbalance of a home structure. They knew she wasn't going to make it home that night. It's definitely something concerning lots of money with the Ten of Pentacles here. The Devil is in the reverse. Clarify, the Devil in the reverse is the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, somebody knew that money was, they was going to be offered something as a result of leaving her out there by herself. Whoever was involved in leaving Kenneka in the corridor by herself knew that there was money involved in this. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. That's a lot of wealth. Now, the Five of Swords is here, which is betrayal. It's winning at all cost here. What is the Five of Swords? The Lovers is in the reverse. Somebody that she was connected to. Yeah, these were not real friends. They wanted to betray her. This Queen of Pentacles just fell out in the reverse. Okay? This is someone who was definitely money hungry. This was not a true friend. It's like they wanted to betray her. Two of Swords in the reverse. They knew exactly what was going on. They were not blindfolded to what was happening here. So, the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody knew that this was going to lead to wealth for them. They knew. And they was willing to do anything to get it. The World. This was definitely directly connected to family with that Ten of Pentacles here. Let me see, what were their expectations when they left her by herself? What did they expect would happen? Because if she was as intoxicated as they say she was, right, stumbling all over the place, left her phone, so everybody had to go back to the room and leave her there by herself, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. If she left her phone, then it would seem like somebody would say, okay, well, stay here with her while we, you know, the two of, you know, both of us go and look for the phone, or, you know, at least one person stays with her, right? The Magician is in a reverse. Their plan was to manipulate the situation the whole time. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. They knew that this was going to cause pain here. The Hierophant. Somebody was a part of a cult is also what I'm picking up here. Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles keeps coming out. Third time. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, money hungry female that was surrounding her at that time. This person was only about image, okay? Image. This person could wear a whole lot of so-called name brand things, you know, just they're very flashy, but they don't have shit. So I feel like this person was very thirsty. So you see, they saw this as a money grab. Okay, this person could definitely be a part of a cult here with the Hierophant coming through, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's the devil again. Wow. Right behind the devil is the Four of Pentacles. This person was all about money. Yeah, they left her because they knew that something painful was going to happen to her. They knew it. They knew it. King of Cups. There was a masculine that was directly involved in this as well. Let me see. So I want to tap in because we saw a lot of footage. Many of you might have seen it of Kenneka walking through the corridor of the hotel. I want to know what prompted her to go down into the basement or the lower level. What motivated her to do that? So I have single, isolation, alone. She was left alone, okay? I feel like maybe she wanted to be left alone at the same time because she felt isolated from her friends. Yeah, this says noisy sound. It might have been too much noise. Information overload, out of control. I feel like it was just too much noise. She wanted to be alone for a minute. Pollution. Yeah, she felt like something was going on with her physically. Parasite, infection, poison. I feel like somebody, yeah, see, even with this addiction card, it was in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, but I don't feel like Kenneka had any addictions. Somebody could have given her something here in her drink is what I'm picking up. So she didn't feel right. She felt off balance. So she wanted to separate herself from everyone. Electronicization, data, backup, digital. I feel like maybe she was also even looking for her phone to call someone. She wanted to call. They never returned with her phone, first of all. If that was what they claimed they left for, they never returned with her phone. So being that she was intoxicated and under the influence, I feel like she went looking for maybe a space where she can just go off and not deal with them because she felt like something was off, but also internally she just felt off balance, okay? So encounter, meet by chance. I feel like she was supposed to meet up with someone as well. Somebody might have told her through a message before she lost her phone that, hey, meet me here, okay? Because it says meet by chance. Somebody said, meet me in this area. So she went to go and look for this person. Mirror, reflection, distinguish. I'm not sure what that means. Sunset. Memories. Yeah, oh, okay. Someone who she had placed in behind her. Like the mirror could be like putting someone in your rear view mirror. This person wanted to come back together with her. So they told her, meet me in somewhere in a hotel is what I'm picking up here. Trash, waste, worthless. I feel like she had released this person. This feels like an ex that lured her in and said, come meet me over here. We need to be alone. Let's get away. It's too much noise. I can't talk to you with all this noise around. So she decided to go off alone to meet up with this person. They could have already planned this. Like she could have been texting this person while she was there and they, you know, it's like, or talking to this person. And it's like, you know what? It's too much noise. We got to go somewhere we could talk alone. So whistleblower, betrayal, report, expose, leak. Somebody could have said something about her to this person. Yeah, somebody took an oath to work up against her. They took an oath here. I'm telling you, there's some sort of cult that's connected here. Law, legal, even some of the judges, police officers, the people that was involved legally was also involved in this cult. That's what I'm picking up. Torment, anxiety, bondage. There's a lot of people that's being tormented at this time, but I feel like Kenneka was guided, like she was prompted or lured into a particular area of that hotel. It was a lot of noise. She was under the influence of something more than alcohol, unbeknownst to her. So part of her didn't want to be around the crowd because she didn't feel right. Another part of her was like she wanted to meet up with someone. And I feel like that's why the masculine presence keeps coming through. 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, the King of Cups. I'm telling you, it was a masculine that she was meeting up with here. He was paid. This masculine was paid to work against her. King of Wands in a reverse. 4 of Wands reversed. 6 of Swords reversed. Yeah, this person wasn't no good here. No good at all. I feel like there was 2 masculines here. One who might have had genuine care for Kenneka, and another one that was very much so jealous of the potential of her talking to this other person. And I feel like that's the ex who had it out for her and knew that this would be a money grab. That's really what I'm picking up here. Kenneka might have cared for this person a lot, but I think she also knew that she had to defend herself with this person. Yeah, it's connected to her mother, y'all. Blackmail is at the bottom of the deck. Then I have, yeah, life insurance policy on you. I'm telling you. That came out in the very first message. Life insurance policy. That was the very first card that showed up. They know you're chosen. Uncle. We already saw that there was an aunt active in this as well. There was a lot of slander, negative things that was being said behind the scenes here in order to betray Kenneka. I feel like they was lying about her. Even at the party, there was messages and gossip and things that was being said about her to ignite the flame, to create the narrative or the perfect environment to set her up and to lure her in. Yeah, see, I told you slander is here twice. It's here twice. Okay? A lot of people that were slandering her name, saying things about her. They tried to sell your soul, generational wealth. Yeah, they did this for generational wealth. They did this for money. They sold her out for money. There's the mother again, coming out twice. Okay? Mother is here twice, y'all. What about the mother? Sever ties. She might have been disconnecting from her mother. She might have felt very detached from her mother, or decided that she didn't want to deal with her mother. Let me see. Addictions. Yeah, because someone could have had some form of addictions here. Maybe her mother had addictions. Mental illness as well. She could have been self-medicating through her addictions. Inheritance. All she thought about was money. Out of tricks. Let me see, how did Kenneka feel about her mother? Because some of you are saying that the mother was the aunt. That the woman with the blonde hair, I think they said she was going through breast cancer at that time. Some of you are saying that that was really her aunt. So I don't know how true that is, but the aunt did show up several times in the first message. And now the mother keeps showing up. So let me see. How does she feel about her mother? Family secrets. Yeah, there was a lot of things that was being hidden here. You were their sacrifice. Yeah, she knew. Kenneka had a very strong intuition. Maybe her mother said certain things, but she knew that there was a lot of hidden things, family secrets. Wow, concerning a brother. I'm even picking up molestation. There was some form of molestation that took place, and the mother was aware of it. Um, let me see. Victory. There's mother again at the bottom of the deck. Wicked attorney. Sister. Hundreds of thousands. Yeah, something was definitely going on. Kenneka was aware of something else that took place in the family prior to her death, where someone might have received money from a totally different situation, but she knew that there was some secrets, there was some things that was being hidden surrounding that. Wants your energy. I feel like they wanted your life. Yeah, Kenneka knows. She knew. She knew that something was off about her mother. I'm even picking up jealousy here. Judgment. Karmic partner. Her mother could have been dealing with a karmic partner. And maybe that's where the jealousy was coming in too. There's family secrets yet again. I'm telling you, I feel like there was some molestation that was taking place and the mother knew about it. And Kenneka was starting to distance herself from her mother because of the things that she allowed to happen. Yeah, there's jealousy. Her mother was jealous of her. Kenneka knew it. So I'm going to stop it here. The next message, I want to actually get into what took place when Kenneka ended up in the lower level by the freezer. I want to know what happened at that time. So I'm going to stop it here. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything that you have to add to this or any links that might be useful in this particular investigation. I'll talk to y'all next time.